As soon as people are on, the driver gets up and starts checking his attendance. Once everybody is on the bus, the driver goes back to his seat and the bus can start going to school.
Every morning, students get dropped off here and go up that hill to get dropped off for school. But lately, the buses have been coming in late and the students have been tardy. To find out why, we go to Mr. Christianberry to answer a few questions.
Why are the buses coming late?
On a regular basis, we have had problems with the construction down at the bottom of the hill. So I know that's one of the issues. We also used to be able to pull the buses all the way up to the front of the school, but because of our construction and the narrow driveway, we can't do that anymore. So those factors all contribute to having an issue with the buses getting here on time. I personally am not happy with that situation at all. I think it shortchanges the students and the teachers. They don't have the opportunity to get to class if they're rushing in the door. The teachers have to wait or try to catch students up after they get here. So I don't like all those situations at all. So I wish we were able to get the buses here on time.
To find out more reasons, we go to Johnny at the business office to talk about the buses.
Okay. The main reason for the late buses is the construction that is going on near the Seongnam Foreign Language High School and on the 23rd Crosswalk Junction. And the buses are planned to arrive to school at 7:50 a.m. and most of the buses do. However, because the two constructions overlap, the school buses get stuck for about 5 to 10 minutes from the hill to the entrance of KIS. So right now, the average arrival time of all the buses is around 8 o'clock.
Every morning, dozens of cars line up to go up and down the hill in front of KIS. During this entire time, construction still goes on and it causes more trouble for the cars going out and going into the school. From the bottom of the hill, the bus takes 10 minutes to get all the way up to drop off the students to go into school.
We didn't do that much wrong, still ran away though for the laugh.
And because of this, if traffic is especially bad, students come to school late due to the traffic in front of the school. And to understand how this affects both school and class time, we go to teachers and students to ask them a few questions.
How many times have you seen the students come in late due to the late buses?
I would definitely say probably about 3 or 4 times a week. Maybe every day. Feels like a lot.
Almost every day. There's a rare occasion when we get all the buses here on time and everybody gets into class on time. It's particularly bad on rainy days for some reason. I think the drivers are slower and more cautious on rainy days, so that makes the traffic problem even worse, and we have later buses on rainy days.
How many times do you think it happens per week?
Average about 1 to 2 times a week, but one time, yeah. I think one time's not bad.
How does the late buses affect your classes?
With students coming in about 5 to 10 minutes late, it's disruptive to class, and it just gets everything started a bit slower.
Well, usually the late buses are late for usually 10 or 15 minutes, but this is very crucial. These 15 minutes are very crucial in our school time because during the 15 minutes, the teachers might say something very important about your grade or your project or your homework. Then it might, affect your grade since you didn't get to hear that information.
Well, obviously they do affect school time. When they come late, you skip, a few good minutes of your first class, which, we don't have a problem with, but I guess the teachers do.
I personally think that late bus does not affect school.
How do you think late buses affect school?
The most important thing about getting to school on time is arriving to their classrooms in the first period. When the buses are delayed, that gets very hard for the students, which naturally affects their academics. Even if I were a student, I would have been very disturbed.
Though many students did not really care how much their bus was late, Mr. Christianberry stressed the entire idea of trying to get buses come early.
I think it's a major problem. I am an advocate for my teachers having the full amount of class time to teach every day, and I'm an advocate for the students to get here on time so they don't have to rush in here and forget things in their lockers or go to class late. So I think it's a major problem. Now, I wish I had a major solution for it, and we are trying to continue to work on it.
But to find out what's actually going on right now, we go back to Johnny from the administration's office and Mr. Christianberry.
Do you think what kind of action is being taken right now?
In case of Songnam Foreign Language High School construction, the process will be ending in a couple of months, and the same goes to the junction construction. So our guess is that the bus would no longer have the problem of getting here on time. Just like how we borrowed Songnam Foreign Language High School's field before, the school is giving the best shot to solve the problem.
We have discussed the bus arrival time several times at our administrative team meetings. We meet every Thursday morning with all of the administrators. So we have tried to put some strategies in place like timers on the buses to keep students from dragging behind and slowing the bus down. Different methods of trying to pull the buses into campus so that we can get the students up the hill and into class on time. But what happens is we're dealing with things that keep changing. There's construction out on the main road, and that really ties up traffic some mornings. There's a problem down at the bottom of the hill where they have torn up the road down there at least 4 different times in the last 2 months. And there are problems with construction of the other school next door to us and with our building over here that keeps us from getting the buses up here. So we're trying to look at strategies to make it easier to get the students up the hill to the school. And we're running out of solutions right now. Personally, I would like to see the bus drivers leave earlier in the morning to start their routes, and hopefully they would be able to make up the difference in the time.
Though no certain action has been taken, both Mr. Christianberry and the administration's office have claimed that after the construction is over, the traffic problem will go back down and buses will start coming to school back on time. This has been Kevin Lee from Phoenix Bloom reporting.
Buy my cookie.